What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another movie and music history class. I'm your host here today, and today we're going to be jumping into the iconic film of Beetlejuice. Yes, Beetlejuice. Today we're going to jump right into it and talk all about the film, its creation, and a little bit of backstory of what went into it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, following the success of Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, Tim Burton became the it guy. Everybody wanted him a part of their project, and he was working on a script for Batman, but then came along the lovely Beetlejuice. Burton jumped on it, and he was all about it, ready to do Beetlejuice, and when it came to the casting, his original casting idea was to have Sammy Davis Jr. Be the lead for Beetlejuice. The producers that were on the set, they kind of wanted like Dudley Moore and Sam Kinison for the role, but finally one of the producers kind of said, hey, maybe we can have Mr. Keaton come in, and Burton wasn't too familiar with him or his work, but quickly he was like, all right, yes, let's have him be there. When it came to the casting of the role for Lydia Deetz, there were a lot of actresses that pulled through and wanted to come in and play this role. Some of the big names that you guys may know would include Sarah Jessica Parker, Brooke Shields, Lori Loughlin, Diane Lane, Justine Bateman, Molly Ringwald, Juliette Lewis, and Jennifer Connelly. Alyssa Milano was also a runner-up, which I thought was kind of funny for the role of Lydia Deetz, but Burton ended up choosing to go with Winona Ryder as Lydia. He chose her because he had seen her in the role of Lucas and was sold on having her be a part. Angelica Huston, now she was another person who was originally casted actually for Delia Deetz, but later she dropped out due to being sick. So really kind of sad because she was something back in the day. Now, once they finished their casting, it was time for Beetlejuice to kind of go into effect. Their budget for the film was a whopping $15 million, with just $1 million given over to just visual effects alone. With such a big budget, comes a big idea, and Tim Burton is an interesting guy. So he chose to kind of go with a style of like B films. He grew up loving that type of stuff back in the day, and really, he just wanted everything to look cheap and purposefully fake looking. That was literally his quote, which I thought was kind of funny. And I mean, they achieved it. With $1 million budget, they still achieved it, which of course is just for the stop animation portion, but all in all, with the $15 million budget, it's kind of funny to see that was his primary scope. When it comes to actual filming locations, they decided to kind of create this fictional village of Winter River, Connecticut. All the outdoor scenes were filmed in East Corinth, a village kind of in Vermont area, and the interiors were shot in Culver City, California, and in Culver City Studios. The principal photography began in March 11th to be specific, 1987. When it comes to the Beetlejuice soundtrack, they first released it in 1988 on a CD, a LP, and a cassette, and it features most of the score that was written and arranged by Danny Elfman. As you probably can kind of guess, Danny Elfman has been a very pivotal person in a lot of Tim Burton's films. He was a part of Nightmare Before Christmas and so much more. So he, again, was a main guy when it comes to music for Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice opened theatrically in the United States March 30th of 1988, grossing a whopping $8 million its opening weekend. The film eventually grossed about $73 million in North America, and it was a financial success. It recuperated all $15 million of its budget, and it was the 10th highest grossing film of 1988. Like we said in the beginning of this, Tim Burton was a big guy in this time frame. He was very sought after. I mean, he had just gotten off of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and everybody wanted him, and anything that he kind of had his name associated to, everybody jumped on to go see. So this was definitely a big success and really got him quite a bit of money. When it comes to people's reviews of the film, Rotten Tomatoes voted it at 85% overall, and for the most part, people kind of gave it a 7.2 out of 10 stars. So it did pretty good. A lot of people said that it was brilliantly bizarre, and it just had a lot of different ideas with it. When it comes to its awards and what it may or may not have won, at the 61st Academy Awards, Beetlejuice did win an Academy Award for Best Makeup, which is awesome. The makeup artists were Steve Laporte, V. Neal, and Robert Short. And it was also nominated for Best Visual Effects and Makeup at the 42nd British Academy Film Awards, but it did not win, but nonetheless it was nominated. So that's a little bit of a scope for Beetlejuice. If you haven't watched it, it's definitely one of those cult classics that you have to watch, especially during the Halloween season. But honestly, if you watch it any other season, it's just as good. Let us know which film you want to learn a little bit more of a backstory on, and we will be back here soon with another video for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time.